Should Harry and Meghan have come to the UK for Christmas? Take our poll and have your say. For the fifth year in a row, the Duke and Duchess steered clear of the royal family and celebrated Christmas in Los Angeles. But with Harry still hoping for a reconciliation with his father, should they have traveled to the UK for the festive season? For the fifth year in a row, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle celebrated Christmas in Los Angeles with their children Archie and Lilibet, as they steered clear from the UK and the royal family. After the Duke and Duchess of Sussex sensationally quit their royal duties in 2020 and relocated to the United States, they cut ties with the royals, with their rift only widening over the last few years. Harry and Meghan last spent Christmas with the royals in 2018, when they traveled to the King's Norfolk estate of Sandringham with the rest of the family for their annual festive celebrations, including the morning walk on December 25 to St. Mary Magdalene Church. Meghan only spent 2 Christmases at Sandringham, her first one being in 2017, just months before her fairytale wedding to Harry. As cracks began to show between the Sussexes and the royal family at the end of 2019, Harry and Meghan opted for a different kind of Christmas. With a 7-month-old Archie in tow, Harry and Meghan traveled to Canada for the 2019 festive season to spend Christmas with Meghan's mother Doria Ragland. It was the second time Prince Harry has missed spending December 25 with his immediate family, the first being when he was on a tour of Afghanistan while in the army in 2012. It was during their Canadian Christmas in 2019 that the Sussex were allegedly tipped over the edge by the late Queen's annual Christmas broadcast. As the monarch addressed viewers, family portraits were clearly visible on her desk. However, one was missing, as there was no picture of Meghan and Harry with their then newborn son. In the book Finding Freedom, authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand claimed the Sussexes believed the royal family were conspiring against them with the move, as they said the couple felt they had long been sidelined by the institution and were not a fundamental part of its future. It was just 1 month later that Harry and Meghan announced to the world that they would be stepping back from their royal duties and relocating to the United States. Since then, it is believed that the Sussexes have had very little contact with the royal family around the Christmas period, as the relationship between Harry and his family remains strained and fractured after several years of public jabs. A year after they quit the firm, the couple sat down with Oprah Winfrey in a 2021 bombshell interview where they discussed their reasons for quitting royal life, while also hurling damning revelations and accusations at the royal family. Since then, relationships between the Sussex and the royal family have been fractured, especially after the release of their Netflix docuseries in 2022, followed by Harry's memoir Spare in 2023. And a string of candid jabs at the royals during public appearances over the years. Despite this, Harry has shared his desire to reconcile with his family, and met with his father King Charles when in the UK in September for a private tea in Clarence House, which many believed was the first step to a reconciliation with the firm. While Harry and Meghan don't have contact with the royal family on Christmas, they celebrate their own way in California with their children in Los Angeles. In a recent newsletter sent by Meghan's lifestyle brand As Ever, she shared an insight into her family's holiday. She wrote, "I plan to spend today cuddled up with my family. Maybe pajamas all day, some Scrabble or Sequence, or Candyland for the kids, music playing, candles flickering, dogs snoring, endless grazing, the laughter, the sidebars, the deep breaths, you know the ones, the fun, and the memories." She concluded, "I hope that whether you're cozied up in your pajamas like we are, or dressed to the nines, whether you're with a huge gathering, with your partner, your kids, or on your own, wherever you happen to find yourself today reading this note, that you know I am wishing you a very Merry Christmas, and all the blessings that come with it. From my family to yours, Happy Holidays." Princess Kate left in floods of tears after Prince William changed Christmas plan. Prince William and Princess Kate are stronger than ever, but their relationship was put to the test in 2006 when the future king made a surprising last-minute decision. The Prince and Princess of Wales are the royal family's power couple. Happily married since 2011, and with 3 children, they are just as besotted now as they were when they exchanged vows in Westminster Abbey. But the early days of their romance were far from easy. As a future king, navigating a relationship in the public eye was not always smooth sailing for William, and he once reportedly left his future wife in floods of tears after cancelling an important date. Prior to getting married, tradition dictated that William and Kate would spend Christmas apart. He would head to Sandringham to celebrate with the wider royal family, while she would head to Bucklebury Toby with her parents and siblings. In 2006, they decided to make a plan to spend New Year's Eve together instead. But at the last minute, William had a change of heart, leaving Kate fearing for the future of their relationship. In her book released, The Making of a Royal Romance, royal author Katie Nicholl claims William had promised Kate he would join her family but decided to stay with the royals instead, and informed her on the phone on Boxing Day. Katie wrote, William had been having second thoughts and sat down with his father and his grandmother to have a frank discussion about his future with Kate. Both advised him not to hurry into anything. Weeks after William cancelled his plans to spend Nye with Kate and her family, he broke up with her in 2007. Happily, the pair reunited and continued their relationship just a few months later. They have stayed together ever since and got engaged 3 years later in 2010, before marrying in 2011. They have since had 3 children: Prince George, 12, Princess Charlotte, 10, and Prince Louis, 7. It comes after William proved his true feelings for wife Kate with a telling comment that speaks volumes about their partnership, according to an expert. William was recently in North Wales visiting the Youth Sheds organisation, during which he spoke to the organisation's founder, Scott Jenkinson, and his wife Sian. William and Scott quickly bonded and spoke about the importance of having a strong supportive figure by your side. Were you there with Scott when he turned his life around? William asked Sian, after hearing of Scott's previous challenges with homelessness and addiction. He has done well to turn his life around. Sian replied, he really has, to which Scott said, with my wife behind me. You know that. William, who is approaching his 15th wedding anniversary with the Princess of Wales, nodded and replied, this is it. Behind every average man there is an even better wife. Former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond told the Mirror. I thought it was a sweet comment, which showed just how equal their partnership is, and how much William values Catherine's support and advice in everything he does. We women also know that it is absolutely true, men are brilliant in so many ways, but it really is almost always the woman of the house who juggles a million balls to keep everyone on track, on time, properly kitted out and happy. I'm sure Catherine is no exception. And good on William for acknowledging this universal truth. William and Kate try to keep their family life with their 3 children as private as they can. But recently William gave a rare glimpse of life behind palace walls, and explained how hands-on both he and Kate are. In an interview with Luciano Huck for Brazilian TV, he joked, taxi driver, Luciano. Taxi driver, sports days, matches, playing in the garden, where I can. School run, most days. I mean, Catherine Andy share it. She probably does the bulk of it. Princess Anne's favorite snack and unusual way late Queen ate it. Former royal chef Darren McGrady has shared what the royals like to eat. A former royal chef has lifted the lid on Princess Anne's quirky snacking habits and her rather unconventional way of enjoying them. Darren McGrady, who cooked for the late Queen, Princess Diana, and Princes William and Harry over a 15-year stint, has provided quite the insight into what the royals fancy as well as what they don't. Speaking previously to Today, he revealed that Princess Anne has a rather peculiar approach to fruit. She prefers those that many would deem past their prime. Princess Anne almost always preferred the bananas almost black, McGrady shared, over ripe, because they digested easier. Bananas are often hailed as a superfood and boast impressive levels of vitamin C, fiber and potassium. However, whilst you may think the darker the fruit gets, the less of these it contains, you would be wrong, as what actually happens is the starch transforms into sugar, which could make them more tempting for anyone with a penchant for sweetness. Much like Princess Anne, health professionals have also backed the notion that overripe bananas are gentler on the stomach. Experts at Healthline previously pointed out, Many people say they digest brown bananas more easily than yellow ones, though others, especially those with irritable bowel syndrome or other digestive health conditions, may experience the opposite, reports Surrey Live. If you consume it this way, it is really important that you check every darkened banana before eating it, as any liquid seepage or unpleasant smells could signal deterioration, making it inedible. A banana that has turned brown because it is overripe likely won't make you sick, the specialist said. However, if a banana has begun to grow mold, is releasing liquid, or has an unpleasant smell, it has likely begun torrid and is no longer safe to eat. The former royal chef also revealed that the late Queen Elizabeth ate bananas using cutlery. During a 2018 interview, he revealed it entailed trimming both ends and slicing lengthways through the skin. Once peeled, she would dice the banana into bite-sized portions. Pears received similar treatment with knife and fork. As McGrady described, the purveyor would bring about 200 for us to choose the ripest by hand. Then they would slice off the top and eat it with a teaspoon like a boiled egg.